Hey guys, Jeffries here and welcome back to FMTB. Last episode we beat Coventry thanks to a very late goal from Jeff Hughes in the 89th minute. That's how late it was. Today we have got a match against Burnley in the League Cup. Apologies to anyone from Burnley, I know that's not what you sound like. We're going to test out, not that one, this formation in today's game. We're going to clear the team. We have a couple of new signings yet again. Who we're going to be including, but we're going to put Hamer in goal with Blackman on the bench, and then let me think. Right back, we're going to have actually who is better out of Arnold and Hurst? Arnold's 2-star, Hurst is 3-star. So let's put Hurst at right back. Left back, it's probably going to end up being Hughes again by the looks of it. I think it is going to be Hughes again by the looks of it. I mean, Hughes is just good all the way up the left-hand side. So, it's not like we're sacrificing anything, having him at left-back anymore. Centre-backs, I reckon, are going to be Roberts and Mambo. Although, again, we'll have to... Actually, Mambo is injured. Well, he's not injured, he's tired. So that gives us an excuse to use somebody else. Payeth, maybe? Or Webster? I think Webster. There's nothing wrong with Webster. He's a good player. Signed on a free transfer from Portsmouth. We might as well use him. Centre midfielders. Well, O'Connor. He does well on the left. In the actually, he's deep line play. Yeah, he's all right. Deep line playmaker. And then the other midfielder we could have Henderson. Although he's only on 82. That's where it gets tricky, you see, because now we've got to try and find... What about Morris? Jody Morris. How does he do his box-to-box? Yeah, he's okay at box-to-box, but I think I'm going to swap these two around. O'Connor's on 86%, but we really haven't got anybody else, so he's going to have to do. Attacking midfield, we've got McAvoy, who can go on the left. And then on the right, we can have maybe Ball. 2-star, McMenamin, 2-star. Well, we're going to put Lawrence in the middle anyway. Lawrence is our new signing, Tom Lawrence. And he's a 3-star player. He's a very good player once he gets off the ground. Very good player. What about Elliot, actually? Do you know what? I'll change plan. I'm going to put Lawrence on the right, Elliot through the middle. And then up front, we're going to have Karim Rossi making his debut. Hopefully he's a good target man. He's an okay target man. He's better as a complete forward, actually, so we'll change it to that for this match. And then the bench is going to be Blackman. Let's go for McLaughlin, Giverin, Henderson, Musa, Ball, and Koulibaly. Let's go for that as our team. We have to give squad numbers to 2 players. That's absolutely fine. We'll have Rossi as number 9 and Lawrence as number 10. Very easy. Those are the 2 numbers that I had lined up for those 2 players anyway, so I'm glad that I've been able to dish them out accordingly. Right. Who have Burnley got? Well, they've got Torgan Hazard there on the right-hand side. He's the younger brother of Eden Hazard. They got David Edgar, formerly of Newcastle. Tom Heaton, of course. Junior Stanislas. Jeff Hendrick, who's also a very good player. Plays for Derby at the moment. Ignazi Mikel from Arsenal. On the bench, they've got David Jones, who's also a good player. And that's really it, to be honest. Ross Wallace is sort of... He's getting old now. He's 29. I mean, he's still got 4.5 stars according to this, but I think this is according to our coaching team. I think if you look at Burnley's coaching team, he's probably only like a 2 or 3-star. Right, go out there and give the fans a performance to cheer for. It's almost like a local derby, this one, actually. Fleetwood and Burnley aren't that far apart, geographically. So this will be an interesting one. And again, like in the last game, we've got this real tentative passing it around nonsense until Lawrence decides to go for the spectacular and ends up giving the ball away. Good touch there from Stanislas. Hurst is now being caught out of position, but he's pretty quick. He's getting back. Just needs to make the challenge on Murphy, which he hasn't done. Cross to Barnes, 1-0. Inside a minute. Hurst needed to do better there. Hurst needed to do a lot better there. I'm very, very disappointed in that performance. He should have got that ball a lot quicker than he did. He certainly shouldn't have let Murphy run past him. And as for Lawrence, maybe he shouldn't have given the ball away in the first place, because everything comes from that, really. Ball went out for a throw-in. Throw-in was taken. Poor. Really, really poor start. That's one thing you don't want to do when you're playing against a bigger team, is concede early. And unfortunately, that's exactly what's happened. Right, Hazard on the ball. He's crossed it low for Barnes. Good challenge. I think it was Roberts who made the challenge that time. And look, Rossi's been played in by Hurst. That's Karim Rossi and it's over the bar. That's frustrating. That's very frustrating. You should at least hit the target, even when you're one-on-one and you're feeling nervous. Should at least hit the target. But you can see we are still trying. Morris with the cross in. Just fell short of Rossi. Roberts has let Murphy get in behind him. Luckily, Webster was behind Roberts. That's Hughes with the header away. Marnie's shot, and now it's 2-0. Not even 10 minutes late. In fact, almost exactly 10 minutes later. Just less than 10 minutes later. And it's now 2-0. We've had more possession as well, actually. Just, this hasn't quite been going our way. That was just a speculative first time shot from Marnie. Caught Hamer off guard. Yeah, this isn't going well. I have to admit, this is not going well. We have to work our socks off to get back into this one, I think. At least getting one goal back would be nice. Not sure where it's going to come from. Playing one up front in a situation like this now is a challenge. Rossi has a lot of work to do. And obviously Lawrence and McAvoy either side of him are going to have a lot of work to do as well to try and supply him. See, that's nearly 3-0. Barnes hitting in the side netting this time. But he could have hit it on target and then we'd have been in trouble. Nothing against Hamer. Hamer hasn't had a bad day. You can see he's got our joint highest rating. 6.7. This is what can you do when you've got two shots like that coming in at you, especially the first one, which was basically, you know, the ball got taken off his hands really by Ashley Barnes. And Marnie's one, okay, he could have maybe kept it out, but it was still a good strike, good powerful strike. So we're at half time. I'm not happy with the team. Really, really poor. Let them know that. And I'm going to change the system to 4-4-2 diamond. And with that, we're going to move Lawrence up front, like that. And Elliott is going to swap with O'Connor, like that, and then swap with McAvoy, like that. Now, who's been playing crap? O'Connor is tired, so we're going to give him a rest. We're going to bring Musa on. Who else? Roberts as well is looking tired. McLaughlin is our only choice centre-back to come on, so we're going to have to do that. Didn't want to do that, but we're going to have to. And we'll leave Lawrence up front for now. Although maybe we'll swap him with Rossi, so he's the... Just realised actually that's not quite what I wanted to do. That's better. So yeah, now Lawrence is the... what would you call it? I can't remember what I got it listed at. It might be poacher, thinking about it. Or was that for the other system? But he's the one who isn't the target man, basically. So the balls are going to be pumped up long to Rossi, and then he'll flick them on to Lawrence. That's the theory. Whether it goes that way or not, who knows? We'll find out, won't we? Depends on whether we can get the ball back to start with. There's Hendrick on the ball. Hendrick's a player where, if we got Fleetwood promoted again this season and got into the Championship, Hendrick is the kind of player who I'd be looking to bring in. He's very, very solid in that midfield role, and he can score goals. So, there's no reason really why you wouldn't want him. Now, that was speculative from Rossi, off the crossbar, back to Rossi, and that was much better. Poor defensive error from Burnley. I don't really know why they left that ball. It was no way going to be heading back to the keeper. Rossi running in behind. That's what he was trying to do in the first half. So this time he hit the crossbar. Luckily he was quicker than Heaton. And saw what was going to happen and ran through and finished it into the empty net. But you know, like I was saying, we're back in the game. We got the goal that we needed. We've got players on the bench who can still make a difference if need be. Lawrence is looking tired out there as well, but he's had a good debut, so I can't complain at that. We'll give him a couple more minutes, because you never know, he might change the game. Keeping an eye on the clock, because we've got these matches running in, but what's basically fast forward now. 1 minute, you know, you've got ages left, and the next minute you're in the 90th minute, so, excuse me. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll start getting him ready to come off now. We're going to put David Ball on. That's almost admitting defeat in my eyes, because Ball isn't as threatening as the rest of the strikers we've got. He's more of the... I don't want to say making up the numbers, because that's really harsh, because in real life he is a good player. The stats on this game don't reflect how he is in real life. That's for sure. But he's not our strongest striker. He's at the bottom of a long list. So, bringing him on. The reason he's on, and the reason he was on the bench, was because he had a good condition. If it wasn't for that, I think he'd be in the reserve still. All due respect to him. Like I said, he's a really, really good player in real life. He's doing really well in the league at the moment. He's just not performing on this game like I'd like him to. Right, Burnley are faffing around at the edge of the area. There's Ross Wallace with the shot. Taken behind for a corner. Have I got a defence midfielder I can bring on? Not really. Just looking at Morris, he's not doing well condition-wise. The only other player really I could bring on is Henderson. Or maybe Giverin. I'm going to bring Giverin on. For Mecca. Oh, I can't make any more subs. Oh yeah, I brought off Roberts as well. Oy. Okay. Well, there's Hurst clearing off the line. So that was a good header. Doing his job. That's why you put defenders on the posts. If you ever need an example. Coming up to 75 minutes. Coming up to 80 minutes. This one could stay at 2-1. Last couple of minutes. We're into injury time. Aha, now it's got us taking a throw in at the start of injury time. Could that mean that we've found a way back into the game? There's Ball, bit of trickery from him. Driven low across the box. Oh, Rossi. Good block from the defender, but really Rossi should have scored from there. Morris with the corner, high into the box, straight into the hands of Heaton. And I think that would actually be our last chance now, guys. I think that's it. Once again, we're out of the League Cup quite early on. It's not... You know, I'm disappointed, but I know Burnley would be higher than us and a stronger team all over the pitch and things like that. But I always want to go further than the first round, even if it's only the second round. Because, you know, you get past the first round, it's a little bit of extra revenue coming in. Reputation of the club improves. Players might want to join you because you're doing well in the cups. And just motivation as well. It gives your players something to aim for. Whereas now, we're out of one of the cups already. There's only one other cup left that we have actually, no, there's Johnson's Paint Trophy as well, I suppose. So we're out of one of 3 cups. And then obviously there's the league, which, you know, we could do well in the league this season. We got a decent team. Got a big squad, so they could last the full 46 games. But I want to do well in the cups as well. I like the idea of being the underdog who beats the bigger teams. And it doesn't seem to have happened today. Yeah, there's still a little bit of time left. Morris knocking the ball through to Musa. Better pass needed from him to find Rossi though, instead of Shackle. We're still pushing high up the field. We've always got that we can reflect on. Right, there's Barnes on the ball. Rossi with the interception. And there's full time. That's a shame, because we were looking strong on the counter-attack there. But what can you do? I'm not going to be too hard on the players. I'll just say we're unlucky out there. There you go. They're all motivated by that. Looked to gain confidence. That's my phone ringing again. If you guys can hear that in the background, I do apologise. Luckily, we're at the end of the episode. So I'm going to do a quick roundup of what's going to be happening over the next few episodes. And then we'll call this one an episode. So, at the moment, in terms of fixtures, we've played our first league match against Coventry. We've played Burnley. We've got a bit of a run of games now. Portsmouth, Crewe, Gillingham, Swindon, Walsall. I think the next time we come back will perhaps be here. Johnston's Paint Trophy North second round. and then I'll show you guys how we did in these league games, and also if I've tinkered with tactics, if I've made any signings, little things like that. Because we'll be well outside the transfer window by the time we come to this game. I might do a transfer window, deadline day special. We'll see about that. But in the meantime, I am going to end this episode here. So, thank you very much guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. And until next time, I will see you soon.